$3.8 billion. That's what couples lose every year to wedding vendor fraud in the United States alone. Not a rounding error. $3.8 billion, taken from people who saved for years, planned for months, and wired a deposit to someone who was already planning to disappear. You confirmed the date. You signed the contract. The photographer, the caterer, the florist, gone. 7 days before your wedding. Here's what makes this different from an ordinary theft. The vendor showed up to the tasting. They answered emails for 6 months. They had a website, reviews, a portfolio. The disappearance didn't happen by accident. It happened on a schedule. The week before the wedding is the moment of maximum leverage and minimum time to recover. That timing is not coincidence. It is the architecture of the scam. The machine has 3 moving parts. First, a credible front. A real-looking business with a name that echoes a legitimate operation. Stock photos of weddings passed off as their own work. And a Google business listing seeded with 5-star reviews. Some purchased, some fabricated. The front exists for one purpose: to survive the initial search. Once you've booked, the front has done its job. Second part, the deposit structure. Legitimate vendors typically ask for 20 to 30% up front. Ghost vendors ask for 50, sometimes 70, sometimes the full amount, framed as peak season protection, exclusive availability, or a contract clause that sounds normal until you read it carefully. The clause often says the deposit is non-refundable for any reason, including vendor cancellation. That sentence is the trap closing. Most people never read it. Third part, the exit. About 7 to 10 days before the event, communication slows. Then a text arrives, a family emergency, a sudden illness, a vague force majeure. Sometimes there's no message at all. The phone number disconnects. The email bounces. The website goes dark. The business name returns 0 results. In the time it takes you to realize what happened, there is not enough runway to replace them. That's the whole point, and the machine resets. The same operator registers a new business name, buys a new domain, migrates the stock photos, and starts booking next season's weddings before yours has even happened. The FTC documents cases where a single operator cycled through 11 business names across 4 states over 3 years. 11 fronts, 1 mechanism. The wrapper changes every time. The script never does. Here's the tell. Legitimate vendors in high-demand markets are protective of their portfolio. They want to show you their actual work, walk you through their process, give you references you can call. A ghost vendor deflects specifics. The portfolio is gorgeous and strangely generic. References are email only and reply unusually fast. When you ask to speak to a past client by phone, there's always a reason it can't happen right now. The contract is the second tell. Pull it out and look for 3 things. 1. Does the cancellation clause protect you if the vendor cancels, or only if you do? 2. Is the payment method reversible, credit card, or is it wire transfer, Zelle, Venmo, or cash? 3. Is the business name on the contract the same legal entity you can find registered with your state's Secretary of State? If any of those 3 answers is wrong, the machine is already running. Verification takes 20 minutes and costs nothing. Search the business name plus the owner's name in your state's business registry. Run the portfolio images through a reverse image search. Ghost vendor photos are almost always lifted from other photographers' websites. Call the venue the vendor claims to have worked at and ask if they're on the preferred list. These 3 checks will surface a ghost operation before you hand over $1. If you've already paid and the vendor has gone silent, move in parallel. File a dispute with your credit card issuer immediately. You have a limited window and every hour matters. File a complaint with the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov and with your state attorney general. Contact your venue. They've seen this before. They have emergency vendor lists and they will help you. A vanished vendor is not the end of your wedding. It is the start of a paper trail that protects the next couple. $3.8 billion is not a statistic about foolish people. It's a measurement of how good the script is. The machine targets couples at the highest stress, highest spend, lowest oversight moment of their financial lives. Urgency. The date is locked. Authority. The contract is signed. Isolation. You don't tell anyone the deposit is gone until it's too late. Every scam is the same machine. The wedding is just the wrapper. Now you know what it looks like before it reaches you.